Howdy out there. How's everybody doing in YouTube land? I've been going through these 4 9-inch axles here, and I don't know what it is about these 4 axles, but I've had more trouble with this than everything else. And I'm getting kind of tired of this stuff. But what we got here, this is a 31 spline, alright? It's the right bearing, the right retainer. So it's the right retainer right there, because the other retainer that I had is wrong. Whatever I did with it, here it is. This is the wrong retainer. See that? That's flat. If you look at this one, more vertical. See that? So this axle is the right bolt pattern, is the right flange, is the right bearing, is the right length from here to the end of the spline, but I can't use this one because this is a 31 spline. So that axle does me no good. So that's the first issue. That axle I can't use. Then I got the axle that actually came out of the truck, which is this one. And you can see that they're the same in length. Lengthwise they are the same. But spline wise they're different. This is a 31, this is a 28. You see how much narrow that is. See how much bigger that is? It's more narrow. 28, 31. And I need a 28 spline with that style bearing. So I went to this option, looked on eBay, and found another one. And what we got here, this is the correct bearing. This is the same style bearing as this one. Same bearing, needle, just a regular old needle bearing. Somebody's actually put this bearing on fairly recently, but that's a pretty new bearing. They're the same flanges. See how this flange is the same as this one over here. It's the same flange. So all this is the same bolt pattern, same flange, same style bearing on both of them. And what I was trying to do is get one that's 28 spline. Well, we got a 28 spline here. These are the same spline. But now, the issue I have now is it's too long. So the difference, it's about 1 inch too long when I was measuring it. And I don't know what it is about these Ford axles, but this is getting kind of ridiculous. Now this one right here is the original one that came off the truck. The problem with this one, why I can't use this style bearing like I want on here, and we got 2 issues. For one, the axle's junk anyway. See that? It's chipped right there. I'm not running that anyway. But that's not just the issue, that's just a small part of it. The other part is this diameter right here, where the bearing presses on, is smaller. So if you were to take this new bearing and put it on here, it would drop all the way down. And that's not going to work. It has to be pressed on. So that's different as well. And plus, this uses a totally different style bearing. This is a roller bearing style axle because the diameter is smaller. Which I don't like those because they don't use a good seal in them. This style seal on this one is way better. These 2 seals are way better in design. They're less leak prone. So now, where I'm at right now, this is the 4th axle, well, 3rd axle that I've bought. Actually sent another one back. It would have been the 4th, but this is the 3rd one. And as you can see, I'm measuring from down here, underneath this flange, underneath, the other tape measure here is going underneath, measuring straight up, and it's hard to see that, but we've got about 33 1/4 inches, okay? Then we measure this one right here, the original one came off the truck. We have about 32 inches and about 1/4. That's about 1 inch in difference in length. So this axle, I just paid all that money for, it does me no good. So now I gotta go through, put this back in its packaging, back in the box, and ship it back out. And hope like heck I get all my money back out of it. I don't know what it is about this Ford axle stuff, but I mean, come on, Ford. I thought Ford was better than that. I mean, you can't interchange nothing. It's like 3 different styles they got right here. One's got the roller bearing, different bearing style, the correct splines, but the wrong length. I mean, it's like 3 different designs. Somebody out there, if you know what I'm talking about, what I truly need, somebody tell me what I need. Drop a comment below, because this is what I need. I need this link right here. Because I know darn well they got an axle, because I got one exactly on the driver's side, exactly what I want, and it fits fine. It's the 28 spline, just like this, and it's the right length, and the only difference on the whole thing is the diameter where the bearing presses on. That's the only difference. Same bolt pattern, same length, and it's a 28 spline, not a 31, a 28, and you can use that style bearing on it. That's what I want. I got one on the driver's side, I just can't find one for the passenger side. And I've been running nothing but issues with this. I got a dry shaft right here for it, and I got a new U-joint already pressed in. I got to get a new slip yoke and a U-joint for the front, but I'm going to hold off on that. It's still fairly tight. But main reason I'm going to get a slip yoke is because of this. I mean, it's not really grooved, but I'm going to replace this slip yoke anyway. But that's another story for another day. I can't really put the dry shaft in until I get these axle situations straight. So I'm still stuck in the domino effect. I mean, all this just to basically get the truck where it's got brakes on it. So I went through, I cleaned all my backing plates up, went through, I welded all these little pads up because I got 6 all the way around. So when your brake shoes are sitting on, so they spread out and they won't catch in the grooves. So I already welded all that up because there was grooves on all these slots here. They're little pads. It was grooves on all of them, so I welded them all up, ground them down flush so they were straight. So that part's done. So my backing plates are done. I just got to get this axle situation straight. I just don't know what in the world is going on. I need this style axle right here, this length, which is about 31 inches. It's running nothing but issues with this thing. Because this axle I just bought right here, it came out of this box. I just got this off of eBay. This right here was $142. And I'm hoping like heck I can send it back and get all my money back out of it. Because I'm already, this one right here, I bought this one off eBay too, but from a different seller. And it wasn't worth sending it back because that was pretty much a loss right there. I bought it, and this one I paid $67 for. Shipping and everything, that's $67. And then it's like $40 to ship it back. And the guy wasn't going to refund the money back. So that's $67 right here down the drain. And this one, I think I can send it back. Because I was reading on there, I can send it back. So hopefully I can send that back and get all my money back out of it. Because they're not exactly light. It's like $40 just to ship them. But anyway, what I'm trying to do, I need this axle right here. That length, that bolt pattern, that length, the 28 spline. But be able to use this bearing on it because I got one on the driver's side. That's the style axle I need. And I've been looking and looking and looking everywhere, and I cannot find one. They're about impossible to find. I don't know if anybody out there knows if they reproduce them or what, but feel free to drop a comment, because I can use any help I can on this. I need any help and all the help on this that I can get. I want to get this truck back together so I can drive it. This is holding me up. Because once this axle, get the correct axle I need, then I can go on and put my motor in it and go on down the road with it and be done with it. So we're going to measure this axle here. This is what I want. It's got to be this length. I got a tape measure right here. And I'm going underneath here. See that? Underneath. I want a good shot of this. Let's put this in the sun so we can see it better. We're going underneath now. I'm gonna lay it down. Y'all can see it better. There we go. Alright, now, see how I'm measuring it? On the outside. So from that point, right there, all the way back, and I'm holding it nice and tight. It's about 31 3/4, roughly. That's 31 inches and 3/4 in length. Alright. So I need this length, the 31 3/4 inches in length, and the 28 spline, okay, but be able to use this style bearing. Now they make them axles because I got one exactly like it on the driver's side. I just can't find one. So if anybody knows, you know, what kind of, if they came in the f150 vans, because I was looking that up on the internet, some of them had that style axle, and I was wondering if they reproduced them. But if anybody knows a whole lot about these 4 9-inch axles, feel free to drop a comment. That's exactly what I need. But I want to be able to use this style bearing on it. See that? See, this is the seal. That's the seal, then you got the bearing, then you got the ring that's pressed on. See, this is the wrong flange. See the difference? That is straight up. This is more of a bubble kind of flare. See that? Because this came off this axle right here. And honestly, if it wasn't for this, that little chip right there, I'd probably try and use this axle. But it's got the roller bearings, and I don't like it because I don't like the way the seal's designed. Because the seal can fall out. But anybody out there knows what I need, put some part numbers on the bottom of the comments, you know, anything like that, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I want to thank all the subscribers and all the likes and comments and everything. That means a lot.